tired of women.
That's no good.
Clap for that, you stupid bastard.
The front basket.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Scarlett took a tumble.
Scarlett took a tumble. Let's talk about it. The other day, what was it? 3 days ago?
Yeah,
2 days ago?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Well, not probably totally, but
Not last night, but the night before.
were you showering?
I was in the shower.
Yeah.
We had just, what did we do? I think we just ate.
No, we ate and then we watched.
We watched
The Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, which we'll get to.
A little bit
because
later.
I do want to talk.
I do too. And I don't really know what happened. I mean, we had 2 drinks, but like nothing crazy.
Yeah, and they were like those like mixed canned cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 spicy margaritas. Delicious,
But
by the way.
they're like equivalent of like 2 beers. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. And we had them over the course of the entire movie.
Yeah.
So, it's a 2-hour movie. So like you would have been fine. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, you said you don't really like remember the exact moment it happened, but you like went to go check the Ethernet cable, right?
Because like you know
Behind
how on the
TV?
bottom of the TV like it'll blink white sometimes.
Yeah.
It means that the connection's weird. So I thought that maybe
That's what that means?
Yeah,
Oh.
so I thought I had like maybe unplugged it when I was like, I remember I was futzing with it a while back when I was trying to stream because the Spotify app on Roku doesn't have the video function.
Yeah.
So I was just
Yeah, like
airplaying it
exactly.
from my computer to the TV, and I thought that might interfere with it somehow because I was having trouble getting it to work. And then I don't really remember what happened, but it like so below our TV is like mounted above like a probably was a working fireplace at one point, but it's like just basically like it's just the facade of one now.
Yeah, it still has like I think the gas line or whatever that
Mhm.
is, the little pipe that sticks out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
And then
the fireplace.
Yeah, and then but the bottom part of it is lined with bricks, and then I don't know how, but fell over, and I remember the impact, but I don't remember what caused me to fall or what happened exactly. And then I knew instantly like I had hit my nose really hard, but like you know those kinds of things like in the moment you're so embarrassed, and then like I heard you kind of wrapping up in the shower and was like, okay, if I plug my nose, I can just say like I bumped into it or something. And then I plugged my nose and my face was still pouring blood.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I felt here on my nose and felt how deep that gash was. And I didn't even know this one was here.
On your forehead.
On my forehead, yeah. I guess to people who only listen, because we actually do have a few people that do that, what does it look like?
Well, you've got, so your nose is pretty banged up. I mean, like, it's not like swollen or anything, but you do have like one closer to the tip of your nose. It's not quite like a cut. It's kind of like I don't know, some kind of abrasion.
Yeah.
But then you have 2 cuts across the bridge of your nose and then one directly in the middle of your forehead.
Yeah.
It's like an inch long.
And the black eyes started.
Yeah, black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's eyes. But it didn't get as bad as I thought it would, which is good because those take forever to go away.
Yeah.
So basically I just look like a really severe domestic abuse victim.
Yeah. Which has made it very hard for me. We went in public yesterday.
We did.
And I think I'm the real victim here. I'm the one who suffers the most from your injuries. So,
well,
because people think that I'm an abuser.
I
am the one people should feel sorry for.
Exactly. But I mean, like, all kidding aside, like, yeah. So my guess is that I hit my face or like smashed my face on like that brick lower mantle part.
Yeah.
And then
you have like, you mentioned like vertigo, not on the podcast, but you mentioned the night when it happened, you thought it might have been like some kind of vertigo thing, but
I just don't recall getting dizzy or misplacing my feet or anything like that. So I don't know really what exactly happened. And but yeah, I mean, I like the thing is like all things considered, it could have been way worse. Like if I hit my temple on the corner of it,
the corner would have done a lot more.
Yeah,
which I'm so thankful you did not fall there.
Yeah, and then Sean's such a trooper, so like 2 big events happened. First, that one did. And then you had to clean up so much blood because it was just everywhere.
There was a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little concerning how much blood there was, but we got it to stop, so you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it didn't stop, it would have been a big problem.
And then typical fashion of me, like I refused to go to the ER.
Yeah, which drives me crazy. I'm like, come on, like let's just go. Like it doesn't matter. Who cares how much it's gonna cost? Like you're hurt.
It wasn't. I mean, to me, it was like we would go in there, wait. It would probably stop bleeding while we were there, and then I think the only benefit of that maybe would have been getting stitches in my forehead because I think the scar would be less than it's probably going to be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you go through that whole process. Like now with how stupid health insurance is, it's like, okay, is this going to like be a network and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so basically my only concern, because it was pretty late at night, it was like, am I going to be concussed or whatever? But I had you look at my pupils. They're fine. You
were fine, yeah.
And then I didn't get like nauseous or anything. So I ended up waiting a little while to go to sleep, but then eventually did. And then the next morning, like I'd already committed to this a while ago, but like, we've had Steve Cox on the podcast many times.
Yeah.
And then he was down at the aquarium here and wanted to get together. And I was like,
of course you still want to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we've talked to him so much over the year, like I guess the last couple of years that, to finally have the opportunity to meet him in person seemed like a worthwhile venture. But
I agree.
And it was funny. I told Sean about it, but I texted him and I explained, I'm like, look, I'm not really a pleasure to look at or be around right now. And then I explained what happened, and he just, his only response was dork. And then he goes,
and he's right.
And he is. And then he goes, but yeah, he obviously asked if I was okay too, but like, so anyway, yeah, that's why I look like a horror show. I'm not really sure how clearly they can see it from this distance, but
it's pretty rough.
Yeah,
they're pretty dark.
Yeah.
Greg says forehead scars can be hot, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that
Sorry, our dogs are just going absolutely buck wild in the backyard.
I think I'm grateful that it wasn't like on the bridge of my nose, because then it would like just a lot of things. I think that like where they are, I don't particularly mind having scars there. Yeah, it's fine.
Greg also wants to know we're sure it's not broken, right?
My nose. Yeah. Well, I'm not for sure. I think that like it would be like I don't think so. I mean, like I definitely like. I think the reason why it's not is I'm not really sure, but I think I landed like directly face first.
Yeah.
And I think that like. I don't know if maybe like, because I don't know if anybody's ever like gotten hit in the nose really hard, but the shock pain of that is like so crazy.
Yeah.
And then when you've had it happen a number of times, like, how hard the impact has to be that it's going to bleed a lot. And I knew instantly, I don't know, my first instinct was to hide it from you. And
yeah, that's my least favorite part of the story.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the shower and you said like your first thought was like, oh, I'll brush this under the rug. It won't be a big deal. I'll clean up the blood, and I'll just say I bumped it.
Yeah.
This was way worse. I hate
I mean, just because like it was like I didn't want to bother you with it, but then like once I knew that I knew it was really bad. I don't remember exactly what I said to you when you were coming out of the shower, but
you said, hey, just fair warning, I fell. And I go, oh fuck. You go, so it may be a little jarring what you see. I'm like, and I was in a towel for like the next hour because I didn't get dressed or anything. Like cleaning up the blood and taking care of you and stuff. But
yeah. So yeah. Oh, and then I forgot to mention so much for Trooper Sean is. So like, I don't know if it was like my dog licking up cleaning supplies or like whatever, but then the next morning he just diarrheaed everywhere all over the house.
Everywhere.
And then Sean had to clean all that up.
Oh my God, at like 7:30, not 7:30, 8 in the morning. Everywhere.
So, yeah, Sean was definitely he went through a trial by fire on that one.
Yeah, PETA seems to be fine now.
No, he's fine now, yeah.
Very convenient timing. As soon as the attention is turned away from him, he has to take it back by shitting everywhere. Yeah,
and he certainly did do that. But yeah, no, I don't know 100% if it's broken or not, but like I don't think that it is. It's hard for me to breathe out of it right now because there's so much blood still caked up in there, and I've tried to like get some of it out, but it's so I don't know what might open again in there, so I don't want to start bleeding again.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm trying to like just be very cautious about that, and then I'll have a better idea, I think, once that clears out. And I'm gonna go to an ENT, which you should, an ear, nose, and throat doctor, just because like I want to figure out what this vertigo thing, because I think it's related to my inner ear, and then That's been going on for years.
Yeah.
And for me, it manifests as like that feeling of falling, like that thing in your chest you feel.
Yeah.
And also sometimes it'll just feel like there's an earthquake, and then I look at everybody else and there's nothing really going on.
Yeah, nobody's reacting.
Yeah, and I'm like, ooh, that's not good. So, but I think that I hit my head hard enough that I don't recall really what made it happen.
Yeah.
So I don't remember being dizzy or anything. So
yeah.
I have no idea. But yeah, so like it's obvious enough to where like we had to obviously say something.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But yeah. Oh yeah, and then we got to meet Steve.
We got to meet Steve. Yeah, we saw him yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
which was really nice. He brought Erica and Daphne with him, which was like you said, they went to the aquarium. But it was really nice. We went to like a place we hadn't been, the Long Beach Beer Lab.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not Beer Lab, Long Beach
that,
Beer Company.
I think it's Lab, yeah.
Beer Lab. Great.
It was
great.
A surprisingly kind of hipster place in the middle
Yeah.
of like a pretty...
The hood.
Like the hood, yeah.
We're in the hood.
We are, yeah. I mean, it's not even like a joke. We really are. So yeah, that was nice. And nice to meet Erica and then see Daphne in person, who, by the way, was like really patient because...
She was so good. She's 18 months and
Yeah.
she was like the best.
Yeah, didn't cry, didn't fuss, like nothing. And then Sean, it's so funny because like how couples just sort of detract in really obvious ways. Like Steve and I just were going at it about like all the stupid political shit, and then like Erica and Sean just would chime in every now and then, and
yeah,
it was just, and so it's just
that's what we do.
Yeah, they're just like, well, let's see if they wear themselves out. And I think Erica was the one that had to call it by saying, I think Daphne's.
Yeah,
done.
I think yeah, she's getting a little tired.
Yeah,
she's on a timeline or something.
Greg says, when I got my sinus surgery, they had
me use a saline spray to help with blockage. Do we have a saline spray?
No, I was considering. I have like a neti pot thing, but I still don't want to. I'm
disturb
just,
like the probably like a scab in there or something.
That's what I'm worried about.
And scabs naturally crust away.
Yeah.
They will erode. So I mean, you might want to wait it out, and then if after like a week you still feel like it's blocked up, then yeah.
Perry says you had a vertigo attack. Yeah, I don't know what this was. I really don't know what caused it to happen. And then but I do get them periodically, especially like with, and why I know it's my inner ear is it's like low end, or like sometimes just the environment does it. I'm not really sure what causes it all the time, because sometimes it's not related to like bass or anything.
Yeah, we went to a friend's birthday party of mine, and the bass was so loud you could hear it like 2 blocks away where we parked.
Yeah.
And we walked in, and you're like holding on to me. It was bad. It was really, really like disturbing to your inner ear.
Tom says, you don't look bad at all. Sean gets a medal. I would have puked my guts out cleaning up after the dog.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Dog poop doesn't really bother me. It's like,
well, it's also when it's your dog,
it's like
it sometimes makes it a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you got to see both. Yeah.
Gore. Yeah. I mean, like seeing guts in movies makes me like uneasy and like vomity. Not vomit. I don't think I've ever thrown up at a movie, but like, I don't know. Dog poop is fine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. So
I didn't like gag or anything. It was just like, it's like, fuck, how do I get this out of the carpet?
Yeah.
And I found the perfect remedy for it. Dish soap, vinegar, and water, and hot water. You mix those together to like it's like 1 to 1 to 8. So like 1 ounce of dish soap, 1 ounce of vinegar, 8 ounces of water.
And that's the secret.
It was a great solution. And then I literally just poured it onto the carpet.
Yeah.
I didn't even like put it in a spray bottle. I just poured it, and it worked great.
Yeah.
You can't even tell where the shit was.
White vinegar and water is like a miracle thing. Like,
yeah, white vinegar.
Because even cleaning, I swear to God that it cleans windows better than Windex.
Yeah. I think so too.
It's outstanding.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does suck, Perry, for sure. The vertigo sucks. But yeah, no, I'll go to a doctor. I'm so stubborn about it, but like
yes, please go to a doctor.
Yeah,
I will take you.
Because like there's a few things. I mean, like my septum is deviated pretty bad. I'm sure this didn't help things.
Yeah,
and I've been like curious to see like about like laser stuff, just to, like fix it.
I wonder if nasal sounding is an option, where they just take little pipes. little metal pipettes into your nose and just break it around the
That'd be
pipes.
something. Yeah, I don't like, mine's so weird because it's like there's like so much cartilage that it like bends over and then that pushes it like
What
to the
part
side.
bends over?
Like if you put your like fingers up in your nose, you can feel like the cartilage in between that then like goes to the front of your nose.
Yes.
Mine it's like this.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like that nostril is like pretty much non-existent.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Apparently it's pretty non-invasive, but I think this probably accelerated the issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that, I think.
I hope that's that.
Yeah.
No more falling.
Yeah. So like when we were with Steve yesterday, we talked a lot about gay people and
How they're like scourge of the earth.
Scourge of the earth
Yeah.
and need to be exterminated. But like, yeah, there was a video.
Oh, this I hate
around,
this so much.
Yeah, that
So I just yelled
how
into the
gay
mic.
people can be their own worst enemy, I think, is probably the.
This is the worst thing you guys will see all week.
God damn it. You gotta watch the whole thing.
We had to see this, and now you do too. Oh my god. Ratio, I didn't even notice, Perry. That is so funny. And you've already disliked
yeah.
this video. This is fucking insane.
It's the thing we've mentioned before of like,
As if the world wasn't homophobic enough.
yes, that's definitely a big part of it. This certainly made things a lot worse. I would say it probably made
The Middle East will now bomb us.
Yes, and we might deserve it. And yeah, it's like I don't understand why liberals like this think this is helping. Like are they really that isolated? Like they thought this was a good idea, or like who is this supposed to reach that wasn't already going to do it?
I mean, this was so thought out.
Yes.
And like there was a literal like set. They had to have a production crew to make this.
Yes.
This wasn't a bedroom production.
Yes.
This was heavily funded by the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir. That's what SFGMC is. It's like
Sucking faggots, gagging my cock.
gagging on my cock. Sucking faggots, gagging on my cock.
Yes, Greg, please say something. It's just
Spill, Greg.
it's just so embarrassing. Like it's
This
just,
it's so awful, and I cannot believe. Obviously, like, maybe this would have been better. No. There's no situation where this would have been acceptable.
No, this to me might be more cringe and out of touch than celebrities singing "Imagine" when this all first started.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and again, it's like one of those things where, you know, from people who are usually straight and have no minority status about them, they're like, you hate trans people. And I'm like, no, I just want them to get out of their own way.
Yeah.
So they'll stop ruining the progress that people that watched their friends die of AIDS 50 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, made for us. Like, please stop this. Stop doing shit like this.
It's insane.
It's just, yeah. And then you add the extra layer of like this absolute anti-vaccine propaganda, which this actually is. You know what I mean? It's like, because now people that are anti-vaccination have something that is like a meme, you know, that to make like it just seem so unattractive. It's just, it's incredible. And so it's like, just, there's like, it's interesting. I was thinking about it. We're big fans of Tim Dillon, and he was talking to Glenn Greenwald about like the gay lobby and whatever. And he had this like very concise point that I thought was so brilliant because like you guys heard me say that I think non-binary is not a real thing.
Right.
And that's not Sean's opinion, that's mine. But like, Tim Dillon made the best point where he's like, I believe that trans people are real because the most high profile trans person is a Republican.
Yes.
If you show me a non-binary Republican, I will believe that it's real. And that's the thing that I've said of like how non-binary, you don't even need to hear their opinions on things because they're all exactly the same.
Yeah.
And so it's I think that's it. That's really it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's a great it's a great point that he made.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but
I'm still reeling from this.
I just don't understand what they think. I think
what does this accomplish? Did this convince one singular person to go get vaccinated that hasn't already been?
I know.
It absolutely did not.
No, and like
this does not help anyone.
And I bet a lot of the comments are probably like, "I got it, and this is just horrible." You know, like, what are you doing? You know,
did they disable comments?
No, I don't think so.
Oh God.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I have my comment.
You said, "I'm gay and vaccinated, and fuck you. This is horrible. You're making things worse. For the love of God, just stop."
Yeah.
Top rated comment says, "These are the same people who accuse Trump supporters of being a cult when they're the ones who are a cult."
Well, you're both cults.
This was cult-like.
Yeah. The saddest attempt at propaganda I've ever seen. I don't think. Okay. Yeah. And there's some really dark shit on there. The irony of gay men telling people about spreading viruses. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Oh God.
So yeah, this is one of my favorites. More of them should be more worried about obesity than COVID. It's like, because there are a lot of
them were
chonkers,
pretty chunky. Yeah.
So it's just gays. It's just over.
That was awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
There is some.
Is there hope?
No, there isn't. Well, there actually is some hope.
No, there's no hope.
And it's Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams.
So this clip showed up on Twitter while I was couch ridden, and it literally made me laugh so hard that I thought that I was gonna bust my nose open again. So
this was so fucking good.
I have no idea who this is. Neither does Norman. Neither does one person in this building. Maybe Sus does. Do you know who Swavey is? Clap. Clap if you know who Swavey is. Okay. Sus?
Nah, it's not my cup of tea that I got going on right now.
Well, he's a TikTok star. He's got more followers than me. 2.5 million.
Oh.
On TikTok, but on Instagram, you have more followers.
thank you, gay producer.
Wow.
Well, as my son Kevin would say, no one uses Instagram anymore.
Oh.
What?
And as far as TikTok, I don't use that at all. I don't know what that is. I don't want to be involved. So here he is.
Oh God.
He's 19, and he was murdered Monday morning.
And he was murdered Monday morning.
This is like
Wendy.
It's so weird because it played out like that thing of trying to make it into some big thing, like something like a college professor would do of like, there was so much promise here, blah blah blah. Everyone kind of feels hopeful, and then they go and they're dead now. It's like just literally taking a giant steaming shit on the person's birthday cake. I mean, and like what's so weird. Like, let's watch it one more time.
Yeah.
I have no idea who this is. Neither does Norman.
She sets it up as if this is gonna be like, who the fuck is this clown?
Like a bit.
Do you know who Swavey is? Clap. Clap if you know who Swavey is.
No one knows. I mean,
okay. Sus?
Nah, it's not my.
Ropes in her DJ.
Yeah, and then like it's like literally finding all these victims, including her audience, to look foolish.
He's got more followers than me.
Because she's the only one that knows.
Yeah.
2.5 million.
on TikTok.
Roped
but
in
on
the gay
Instagram,
producer.
The gay producer, yeah.
Trying to be a good producer.
Right. Gets the audience back up.
Well, as my son Kevin would say, no one uses Instagram anymore.
And then a total non sequitur.
And
Yeah.
as far as TikTok, I don't use that at all.
At all.
At
I don't know
all.
what that is. I don't want to be involved.
I don't want to be involved. No.
So here he is.
Looks him up and down as a joke.
He's 19, and he was murdered Monday morning.
Oh.
Oh.
I think this is my favorite. It's my favorite thing on the internet right now.
In the replies to this tweet, there are
Yeah.
some other incredible.
So you put another one in the note. So I don't know.
I sure did.
I don't know what this
I
one
think we
is.
watched this one together.
So this is Wendy doing something similar again.
Oh my God.
Mother, she's like, Wendy, you got them. They're long. You show
Her
'em."
legs.
She also talked me into picking out this outfit today. She's also died. My mother-
That's how she announced.
And it's like it's so funny. Okay, so she just did the same thing she did in the last one, like with her punchlines that are
Oh
like.
my God.
Like and I think that like what we were finding is people were just compiling her making these like really morbid punchlines.
Yeah.
And this one I love too because so again, what we titled this podcast is the way that he is 19 years old
and he was murdered.
and was murdered on Monday. So
Yeah.
because she still wanted to get the punchline.
Yeah.
With the drama by saying he is 19, but if she said he was 19, then it would have already the punchline wouldn't have had the dramatic effect that it did.
Right.
And so she did it with this one too.
She's like, Wendy, you got them. They're long. You show them.
You show him.
She also talked me into picking out this outfit today. She's also died. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also died.
Yeah, so that other, I mean, we looked up like a best of Wendy Williams memes clips. It's like 4 minutes long though, so I don't know if we should watch the whole thing.
Let's just see if I can find some more clips on here.
Yeah. Well, because we watched that, or because I watched that best of Wendy Williams thing on my YouTube account, I got a recommended video by Philip DeFranco calling her out over this Swavey thing, and it's like,
why?
Who cares?
Who cares? It was she's always been.
How
like that.
relevant is Wendy Williams? Why do you have to make an entire video with the title "Shame on You, Wendy"?
And honestly, enough. Like
Yeah.
let's.
Vaccinate.
Vaccinate.
Gets rid of COVID.
Vaccinate.
Oh, come on, I want more Wendy.
I know people are all just posting their own shit now,
Yeah. Oh God.
and they're just gifs. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Wendy did the. Oh, she died. Oh,
Let me. Yeah.
Anyways.
I can find that.
that's a really good.
And
one.
like again, it's like this is like.
I mean, just on YouTube, the Wendy Williams. We could just skim through it. We don't have to watch the whole thing because I think it is like 4 minutes. She is that much of a gold mine of incredible content.
Yeah.
I just typed in best of Wendy Williams and I was able to find it. But yeah, she's incredible and an unsung hero.
And she has died.
And she's also died.
She's also died. And she's also died.
Yeah, that first one I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes. But yeah, in this one it's like Wendy Williams also came up with Dula Peep.
Dula Peep, that's right.
My favorite one is the Halloween one where she's dressed up in whatever outfit.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend.
And she is the moment.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Oh my God. Turned into That's So Raven. Looked like she had a.
And you know what? What was that? Okay.
That's my favorite
What
one.
do you think about Dula Peep? She is
Dula
so
Peep.
beautiful. I've never seen a bad picture of her, ever. And She is so talented vocally that even when she gets to her 20th song in her concert, that voice still sounds better than most girls out here.
That's a good place to end it. Yeah, I mean,
And she is the moment.
She is the moment. Yeah,
Incredible. I mean, Wendy Williams, you do it over and over again.
It's I know, and so like, yeah, for to even to comment on that video in any way other than this is because
That was so good.
Because if you didn't laugh at it, it's just you. Come on. What like shaming Wendy Williams is going to make her change her behavior? She's got something wrong with her brain, which is what makes her so entertaining
and
to
Philip
watch.
DeFranco is like a self-serious prick. So it's like,
yeah, after the Covington thing where he is just
it's
like
so dumb.
yeah,
He just
enough
takes
of you.
himself so seriously, and he can't. I don't know about things that are funny, not about the things that aren't funny. But that was hilarious.
Yes, it was the best.
He's 19, and he was murdered.
He is not. No, he is 19.
He is 19,
and he was murdered.
and he was murdered
I'm
on Monday morning.
Kamala Harris. Okay.
Wendy Williams and Kamala Harris special. I would die.
I bet Wendy hates Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to think that in my
Wait,
headcanon.
you
anyway.
called Wendy Williams something that I think is so spot on. You said something about her being Jewish.
Oh, she's like a black Jewish person. Yeah.
She is well, she's like
Well, I know.
like an Upper East Side Jewish woman in Wendy Williams's body.
There are honorary Jewish people that aren't Jewish because of the way they behave. Like, Joy Behar is one of them.
Joy
too.
Behar, yeah, she's not Jewish.
They'll be having a conversation about Amazon. She goes, "What's this Amazon? Is that the internet that all the kids are using? The internet? What is this Amazon? What is this?" I just can't right now. I just can't. That kind of shit.
Oh my god.
So yeah. No, Wendy Williams is like a African American honorary Jew.
Amazing.
Yes.
Just truly something else.
So speaking of gay icons,
Yes, we watched Sixth Sense,
Mhm.
and we came to the conclusion that Toni Collette is one of those unsung gay icons.
She is.
She does not get the attention she deserves.
No.
But everybody, if you ask somebody, they'd say they love her, but they would never immediately think of her to be a gay icon.
Mhm.
But I think that has to change.
I think so too.
Starting today.
We're gonna start the campaign. What's a catchy hashtag? Toni Collette is a faggot. I don't know. I don't know.
We're trying to induct her into the Gay Hall of Fame.
And she should be. So
The Hall of Fame, parentheses, Lady Gaga.
yes, of course.
Fame.
Yes,
The Hall of Fame monster.
Yes.
It's
An honorary monster. So we watched Sixth Sense, and what made it fun of showing Sean the Sixth Sense is, of course, he knows the meme like I see dead people or whatever. But you're probably one of the only people on the planet that didn't know the twist.
No, I have never seen Sixth Sense, or I had never seen Sixth Sense.
But it's like funny that like just because that was
that even the twist evaded me.
yeah. I think that like maybe it was the internet that made it cool down or whatever. But like it was such a cultural moment when that ending got revealed.
Yeah.
That it was just it's hard to imagine that it escaped some people, and so it was fun to show it to you because I'd kind of forgotten. Like I was like, because M. Night Shyamalan's made so many shit movies since then. Basically immediately afterwards, you just started making terrible movies. But rewatching it again, I'm like, the movie was fucking fantastic, and I think it was so good. Well, number one, it was a good concept or whatever, but the best part about it, I think, was Toni Collette and Haley Joel Osment.
Yes.
Like their relationship felt like very real, and she felt like such a real person.
Yeah.
Look at my face. Look at my face. I know it's the irony, but like when she keeps saying that, I would never be mad at you. I would never. And then like I love it when he tells her why the bumblebee pendant's been moved, and it's her dead mother that was doing it, and she's like,
yeah.
She is like the best, like the best.
So good.
Like if gay people started to just make gifs of her in that movie, it would go.
They would take off.
It would take off. It would be like their perfect reaction gifs.
I think we'll have to start.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to make a GIF.
I don't really either, but I think it might be worth figuring out how.
Yeah.
Because like that one could be such a good moment, and but it's crazy too because she looks kind of different in every movie, but she still looks totally fantastic.
Yes, the costume designer, Joanna Johns, I think was her name.
I missed
something
that.
like that.
Yeah.
It was 2 J's. Her last name I think was Johns. Incredible. I mean, the way Toni looked this entire movie.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Even like the little school kid outfits, incredible.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Color design, incredible.
And like
so
made
good.
her like kind of look like, because you know a lot of the interactions with people in the movie are like they're kind of lower income people. She's like a single mother, and then the people who are wealthy they interact with quite a bit. And like her outfits were like not cheap looking. I'm like trying to look for the word for it. Like way flashier that would kind of come from somebody who's like,
it's like her. It's like Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. That kind of like a little bit trashy, but yeah, like gaudy. You know.
But like suited her whole aesthetic.
Yeah.
But she's the best. She's the fucking best. I mean,
Yeah.
like, dude, I think the last movie we watched with her was that movie Hereditary, which like I mean,
she was the absolute star.
Dude,
in that.
like that movie is literally her being hysterical for like 2 hours, and to the point to where like even just watching her performance, I had to like take a speed nap. I mean, I'm just like, this is exhausting.
Speed nap.
It was like misery porn, that movie. I mean, it was just incredible.
I am your mother.
Don't you ever talk to me that way. And then not to just mention that part, but it's like, so spoiler alert, when like the little daughter gets her head lopped off.
That's early in the movie.
Surprisingly early in the movie.
Way early.
Yeah, the little weird looking girl. So like you're like, okay, this is gonna be like, she'll have like, you know, the kind of like fade to black sort of like, you know, 30-second sort of emotional thing. They literally show her scream crying as the casket is getting lowered into the ground for like 15 minutes. So you're just like,
yeah.
Oh my god. It was
and they really like the discovery of the body.
Yeah. Oops.
Like they really let that one just like the kid pulls up in the car, goes to bed. The mom comes down the next morning to get in her car and finds insane. That
Dude.
movie is really good.
I didn't like the way it ended.
I know,
But
until the very end.
Most horror people do though. I am a horror fan, but I just don't really think it needed like a supernatural thing. I think it could have been like or because like basically the premise started as like this daughter she has is weird, like just very strange.
Yeah.
And she is fighting that motherly instinct of like not liking the kid, which is like a very real thing that people feel. And trying to be like a mother to this kid. And then it could like, and then that connection of like her snapping when the daughter dies could have like made it into like an interesting like psychological horror movie, but instead they just went with like witches and some dumb shit, and I was like, oh god damn it, this could have been like way more interesting. But basically every horror fan I talked to loved that movie. So
what's another thing Toni Collette has been in? Did we watch something recently, or did we watch like a trailer of something that she was in? Was she in I, Tonya?
No, that was that was such a good performance too. But no, that wasn't her.
I forget.
Let me look at her.
But yeah, I mean, Toni Collette is unsung. I mean, deserves so much more recognition from the gays.
Agreed. Let's see here.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Wow.
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 Let's look at things in the recent history.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Knives Out. She was in. She's
Knives
really good in that.
Out. Yeah, she was great in that.
She was like this, like the actual daughter. Well, she was one of the heirs, but like a really piece of shit in that movie.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, Hereditary.
She was in Krampus.
Velvet Buzzsaw. I think I watched that.
I did not see that one, but I heard it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Or it was mixed, I think is what I heard. It was like a cult classic.
Tammy. No, that's the fucking terrible Melissa McCarthy movie. I
haven't seen too many of these actually.
Oh, interesting. She's in this movie which never came out.
The Way Back never came out?
Did it? No, it's another movie, sorry. Because I have a friend that's in a movie with a similar title that James Franco did and it never came out.
Oh, strange.
Yeah, so anyway, she's just absolutely the best. Yeah,
I'm always so thrilled when I see her.
Yeah, and she's somebody that isn't fat at all, even though she's gotten much older since Sixth Sense, which is going to be a really hard transition.
Are you saying that women get fat
menopause and whatever? But she looks honestly like the same age as she did in Sixth Sense.
Menopause.
Yeah. Yep. Men gives men pause. I don't know.
Gives men pause.
Like furry pause. So anyway, Sean was sleeping the other night. Well, like this is probably like a week and a half ago, and I went down this like mukbang rabbit hole.
Oh my god!
Because I was like feeling like late night snacking, and those mukbang videos are really excellent to get you just to satiate the feeling without having to actually put stuff in your hole.
Yeah.
There's that obviously the big one is that Nikocado avocado guy who gets like memed into existence, and also just a fascinating character because he went from this like kind of cute twink that like is a classical violinist to this just like fat pig that eats on camera.
Yeah.
In like a matter of like 2 years. I mean, really
fast.
Yeah, it was
quick.
Yeah. And so anyway, there was the one that I landed on was him going to this place called the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas. And then it made me like kind of curious about the owner of the place, and I found this news report about the Heart Attack Grill.
So the Heart Attack Grill, is this the one that you showed me, the news report? Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, he explains it, and then I'll fast forward because when I heard about the concept of this place, where I was like watching sort of, Piggy eat there, I was like angry, because it's the kind of thing of just like, God damn it, like this is just so excessive and over the top.
Yeah.
And then in this news report we're about to show you, they interview the owner, and I became a fan of him in about 2 seconds.
Yes.
And I'll show you why.
Yeah. Incredible.
So here we go.
Rule of modern eating: fatty foods in huge portions are bad for you. But you're about to enter a dietary twilight zone, a restaurant that makes the potentially harmful nature of its food a selling point.
A selling
its
point.
Name, get this, the Heart Attack Grill. And they do bring a certain whimsical comedy to serving up giant versions of meals that have been American favorites for generations. But as Ryan Owen explains, beyond the comedy are some very real health concerns.
In a country where calories are posted on the menu and the White House has a vegetable garden, sometimes the reality looks more like this. This monument to greasy gluttony is called the Heart Attack Grill. It's a sort of hospital-themed Hooters located in Chandler, Arizona.
This is the first location. They moved to Las Vegas.
Yeah. Full sugar Mexican Coke, baby.
Every customer must wear a hospital gown.
This is so
And they are
crazy.
waited on by scantily clad nurses.
And this is 10 years ago, right?
It's what's on the menu that gets most of the attention. The single, double, triple, or quadruple bypass.
Don't worry, they've since added
They do have
quintuple,
fries
sextuple,
called
septuple, and
flatliner
octuple.
Fries, fried in lard, and those are unlimited.
Okay, that sounds
Unlimited
so
lard.
good.
I know, I'm sure it's so good.
How about a butterfat shake?
Jesus Christ.
The restaurant has become a bit of a national sensation.
I'm up another few inches. Who
In
needs
no
these
small
old pants?
part thanks to this very big man, Blair River, the so-called spokesmodel of the Heart
I want to get to the
Attack Grill.
punchline on this one, and then
Featured in
That's
a
so
series
funny.
of tongue-in-cheek commercials that have gone viral.
I'm at 570 pounds, 6'8".
Fuck.
We met Blair in January. Back then, he told us one of the perks of the job is eating free.
Oh, God.
Anyone who is over
Commitment.
350
Kissing the
pounds
nurse.
doesn't have to pay.
I'm big, you know what I mean? And so why not? I don't eat
350 and up, you don't have
29.
to pay.
have fun with it.
29 years
Go
old.
with it as long as I can.
Sadly, we now know how long that was. Blair died last week at the age of 29.
Yeah.
He's
His
29,
family says the cause of
and he
death
was murdered.
pneumonia.
on Monday
so
morning.
Just like all that COVID bitching I've been doing, it's like, no, this affects everybody the same way. Like his body is so big, pneumonia.
He's
couldn't recover.
570 something pounds.
Yeah.
Pneumonia would absolutely kill him.
He is 29,
and he was murdered.
and he was murdered by a burger. So I got to that point, and I'm like, I'm so pissed. Just everything. Also, really want to go try it. So
I know I want to go try it too.
So then they interview the guy who owns it, and I want to just show you this.
Yeah.
I love this man.
Drops dead at the age of 20. He says every year as the cause of death
Sorry, I should've
was
just let it play.
pneumonia. The CDC says every year 112,000 deaths can be linked to obesity. When your spokesperson drops dead at the age of 29 and he's morbidly obese by anybody's estimation, don't you have a problem?
Absolutely. Who wouldn't?
John Basso owns the Heart Attack Grill. As part of the act, he dresses up like a doctor.
Every single person cared about Blair, Had he have been thinner, he most probably would have survived that pneumonia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a hard fact that I'm not here to deny.
There's an argument to be made that you used this guy during his life, and that now you are very morbidly using his death to continue to promote your restaurant.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
And in a very sick way, his death has gotten the message out further.
So this man's death has not given you pause at all.
Zero pause.
Yep.
For a man who is making
Wow.
an awful lot of money serving up artery-clogging burgers, Basso has a most unusual justification that America needs shock therapy to cure its obesity epidemic.
He's
Says he
probably
tried
right.
Other messages. He once owned a chain of Jenny Craig weight loss centers and several personal training studios.
I hope that every single person out there comes in and buys a hamburger and a t-shirt from me. But you know what? I am saying loudly and as clearly as any business in America can, this is dangerous.
Oh, he's using it as a marketing tool.
Yeah,
I mean, the word
he said
just
that.
leaps
She's
to
such a
mind is
buzzkill.
I know.
hypocrisy.
You won't be surprised to hear real nutritionists take issue.
I don't think her
with this
computer was
fake
on.
doctor. You won't be surprised to hear real nutritionists take
She's
issue
pretending.
with this fake doctor and argue he's laughing all the way to the bank.
I
He
think there are real
is.
ethical issues in what he's doing. If he
Yeah.
believed that diet had nothing to do with health and was selling those foods, then at least you could think, well, okay, he's misinformed. But he knows what he's doing. He's deliberately
He told you.
trying to get
Yeah.
people to eat more than they need.
Blair, you say, was also your friend in addition to working with you.
I loved working with him.
Do you have a conscience at all?
My conscience is simply this. What would Blair hovering above me want me to do right now? And Blair would say this, put back on the stethoscope. Let's keep being the doctor that everyone loves to hate, because that really gets the message out.
To keep delivering that message,
Yeah.
a week after Blair's untimely death, the Heart Attack Grill has another spokesmodel.
Good
Oh my God.
Heart. Yes,
It's 5
that's his
patties?
real last name, and yes, he is chowing down on a quadruple bypass.
4, yeah.
Even though my cardiologist and my wife
God.
tell me not to come, and after surviving a coma and multiple heart surgeries, I still come. I enjoy the burgers.
Wow.
So that's kind of the thing, right? It's like these people, and you watch like some of these the overweight mukbang people eat, and you're like, no, this can supplant or replace sex. This is like the sort of mouth pleasure is good enough.
Yeah.
So if a man had the opportunity to literally fuck himself to death, that's basically what is going on here.
Yeah.
I mean, truly.
Ernie was actually the spokesperson before Blair, but had to take a few months off after open heart surgery.
Yeah.
Now Blair is dead, and Ernie's back. The fact that you stuffed him full of burgers for free as often as he wanted, what share of the responsibility do you have for his death?
The equal share with anybody who provided junk food to anybody.
Aren't you glorifying obesity, which
Absolutely.
obviously kills?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it would be immoral to stop at this point.
Explain that to me.
We're past the point of no return at the Heart Attack Grill.
Yep.
We have blood on our hands at this point.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor is taking his act on the road, opening a second restaurant in Dallas this summer to spread his morbid message to an even bigger audience. I'm Ryan Owens for Nightline.
So it's impossible to hate that guy.
Yeah.
He's like someone who is that honest. It's like, and I actually think he kind of has a point. It's like it to watch Nikocado Avocado eat that 8 patty burger. And how did he eat that burger?
Like an absolute pig.
Like a kebab. He went at it from like the side.
Yeah.
It was like
it was an 8 patty burger, and he just.
And while washing it down with like a butterfat shake, he ordered a giant hot dog, chili cheese fries, onion rings.
Yeah.
And you just watch this going on, and you're like, I think that younger people who watch him, this actually is like an effective sort of like, ugh, God.
Yeah.
And then he's like, again, this kind of physical transformation was so rapid that I think it is an incentive for people to be like, well, I don't want to be that. That's kind of a. I almost think Nikocado Avocado is providing the same service as this guy.
Interestingly enough, yeah. I think so.
So, but simultaneously, I want to try it.
Oh, me too.
I could do 2 patties max. So I mean, that's like,
yeah, they are enormous.
Yeah, but yeah, and no, the big guy was just a spokesperson. Fake doctor guy is the owner. But yeah, it was. I just thought that was again because like just going down this like sort of sleepless rabbit hole and then finding that news clip to just kind of talk about it and then just to see that guy just be unabashedly honest about what's going on. Absolutely, I am. It's like I love him. He's the coolest.
Yeah.
So
truly, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. Let's talk about the Black Widow movie.
Oh, we didn't watch it.
We didn't watch it.
We're not going to throw cash at this thing.
Yeah, I think the last 2 things we have we'll just get through them quickly. But I'm trying to figure out like what the choice was for this scene and what's actually happening.
Yeah.
Don't do it! This was fun! No!
It's just.
It looks so bad.
I think for me, it's like on either side of this movie when people are like defending it, or if they're like hating on it for whatever reason. Why do people still watch Marvel movies? I don't get it because it's always the same thing. It's like some sort of manufactured drama about the character. Then it's like, but it's interspliced with like quippy one-liners that don't really fit unless like only a handful of the characters can do it. Like. That's like why Guardians of the Galaxy was great because all the characters are like pretty funny.
Yeah.
But then when a movie like this and they have to like just introduce a character that makes people laugh is kind of my understanding, intermixed with like I don't know like apparently like child sex trafficking type of stories or whatever, and then so you have like that's kind of the main the bulk of the movie, and then it's like always like a main villain with some connection to the main character, and then it just ends in this disgusting looking CGI boss fight. And then the movie's over, which is like what this is.
Yeah.
They just look like shit. I feel like they just all look like shit and they're not, it's like there's like no stakes. Like I know she dies at the end of this one apparently, but like, I don't care. I mean, I don't know. I can't, what was the last one I think we saw a Spider-Man movie. I think was the last one we saw.
Yeah. When did we see that in theater?
We did. Yes. That was that.
Wow.
Ago, yeah.
Far From Home, I think.
Yeah. I can't do these movies anymore. I can't do them.
Yeah. It's really. I would watch another Spider-Man movie.
I would, yeah, but for
Tom Holland,
very sexual reasons. Yes. So. Although, yeah, now that he's with Zendaya, it makes it a little less interesting.
That's such a bummer.
I know.
Grow up, dude.
Be gay.
You don't date your co-star. Be gay.
Yes, be gay. Come on, like Shawn Mendes, just be gay.
Come on.
Yeah.
Grow up.
So yeah, I don't know. If you guys still watch these movies, please let me know why. I'm not even being elitist. I mean, like just to be perfectly like transparent. I actually skipped school in my senior year of high school to go see Spider-Man. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Iron Man, the first one, like the first one that ever came out.
I remember that one.
Yeah. And really kept up with it for a while, and then when they started to do the Avengers movies, I kind of tapped out. I do like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies still; those are pretty good. But like, but they kind of feel different to me because it's like, but also like getting all these universes to collide because even though they're superhero movies, like. The Iron Man universe is like really grounded in reality. Like the first Iron Man movie was about like basically defense contractors,
Yeah.
And then you go to like Guardians of the Galaxy and it's like, a talking raccoon in space and you're like, how are these people gonna like? How is this all gonna come together? But then and then the main boss ends up being a giant purple guy. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think like. Somebody who is like proficiently talented though in making these kinds of movies is Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
He makes like, and he's working on Love and Thunder or something like that right now.
Yeah, because he did Ragnarok, the Thor movie.
Yeah, and I heard that one was really good.
I liked it. Yeah. I'm not really into Hulk, and he was a big part of the story, but like, yeah, but that's also odd when they use different directors. Like when you can tell when someone. Like for any superhero movie, I mean, we'll go cross franchise, but like when what's his face, Zack Snyder makes a superhero movie, it's like bleak and everything's like washed out and gray and just weird. And then you have someone like it's funny because like then Joss Whedon worked on what's the DC version? It's like Super Friends. What the fuck is it? I don't know. Justice League. Yeah.
Super Friends.
I don't know.
Happy time friend, go lucky friends.
And then it's like everything's bright again, and just everything has to be a joke, and then. But even like with the Marvel movies, like there's a relative consistency to them, but it's like, because like Taika Waititi is so tongue in cheek, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know. I just can't do it anymore. I think I'm like maybe like because I didn't watch. I think we did see the first Avengers movie. I might have seen it with someone else. I don't know.
The first
No,
one?
not the first one. Sorry, the one that was like
Avengers
part of the two.
Infinity War.
Yes. Did we see it?
We didn't see it together. I watched it on Netflix like a long time ago before Disney Plus.
Yeah. Okay. And then when Endgame came out, we were both like, okay, who cares?
I didn't see Endgame.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe another Spider-Man movie, and then maybe that's odd too, because like, you know, Spider-Man movies kind of play out like cutesy, you know?
Yeah. Which
is like also I don't know. The whole thing is just really strange. Like, I think that I probably would have liked these more if they just number one made less, but you know, money in China, it's just like so
right.
You know, I wonder if China John Cena will be in one soon.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, and John Cena. And yeah, so whatever. I don't really have a lot to say about it other than just
I don't either. It looked this clip I saw on Twitter yesterday and I was like, this looks awful.
It looks so bad, yeah.
It looks so bad.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing. This is pretty funny. You found this.
What did I find? Oh yeah. This is so good. Trump is furious with Don Jr.'s annoying girlfriend Kimberly Guilfoyle report.
It was pretty funny
when
we were interviewing Steve that he didn't know that her and Gavin Newsom were married.
Yeah.
This also makes this just even like weirder. But yeah, I figured we'd just like read the article, you know?
According to a report from Politico's Playbook, Donald Trump is furious with Kimberly Guilfoyle, the girlfriend of his oldest son, Don Jr., and has reportedly told close aides that he finds her annoying.
Yeah. The best is yet to come.
Guilfoyle, the former Fox News personality who was fired over sexual harassment claims, had raised eyebrows during the 2020 presidential campaign for bragging that she would give lap dances to big money donors. She recently latched on as a campaign aide to controversial Missouri Republican Eric Greitens, who is seeking the U.S. Senate seat being vacated by Senator Roy Blunt. Republicans in general are not pleased by Greitens' run since he was forced out as Missouri governor in 2018 over sexual abuse and blackmail allegations involving his then mistress, and Trump views the former Navy SEAL's run for office as a problem for the Republican Party seeking to reclaim the U.S. Senate. According to Politico Playbook, Trump takes a dim view of both Greitens and Guilfoyle. It's Donald Trump's most frequent complaint, people profiting off his name. The latest offender, his son's girlfriend, MAGA's own Eva Perón, Kimberly Guilfoyle. The report states before adding that aides claim Trump has been openly griping that Guilfoyle joined Eric Greitens' campaign for Senate in Missouri as national campaign chair, and he's becoming increasingly short with Guilfoyle.
Wasn't Eva Perón wasn't that the cocaine dealer down in Colombia? What's his name? Was that Pablo Escobar?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's a weird, I don't get that analogy at all if that's the case. Let's see.
Yeah. Trump thinks Greitens is problematic and that Kim is annoying, adding, Trump said, "Why the fuck is she working for him?" The report goes on to add that Trump at the moment has no intention of endorsing the scandal-plagued Republican.
Wife of someone from Argentina. Yeah, I don't know. It was just fun. I just loved the headline. And I also can like totally hear him saying it.
I'm gonna come.
She's annoying.
Just so funny. I mean, we've all been thinking that she's fucking annoying, but
yeah, I don't know. I just think she, like, when I watched like when her and Don Jr. was it like at CPAC or whatever, or maybe it was like a rally. I don't know. Where the best is yet to come thing came from.
That was Donald Trump's. That was, what was it? They had that huge fucking thing.
It might have been CPAC.
Where the
I think it was CPAC.
Maybe, yeah.
But I just loved that they were just both
I think it was
so head blasted on cocaine. It was just
unbelievable.
It was just so perfect.
Yeah.
But let's see here.
I'm gonna come.
Eva Perón is the
Evita lady, inspo lady. I don't know that.
I don't. Yeah. First lady of Argentina. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm like, it's weird because like the name's in my zeitgeist and I should know more about it, but it's left me for whatever reason. But
yeah.
All right, Bone.
That was
All right.
That's the full hour, guys.
We'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah. It's our.
Oh no, we will see you.
We're gonna be taking next Saturday off. It's
Yeah.
our anniversary. If you still want to take it off, we can.
I would like to. Yeah.
It's our anniversary, so we're just gonna do our thing. Instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
We'll have some clips interspersed or something.
I know it was the 17th, but it's funny. Like the 15th is still stuck in my head, so I was like, I don't know. So yeah, 17th.
Middle of the month.
Yeah.
You know, makes sense. But yeah, so next week we'll be off.
All right.
We'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll see you guys soon.
See you guys soon.
Bye.